I knew there wasn't much point in me gelling my hair this morning. Good morning and welcome to day number 157 with a question mark, 'cause I'm not sure entirely what the day is. The wind and weather has been horrific here. The wind has been gale force. The rain has been lashing our house all night. I couldn't sleep a wink. Had nothing to do with staying up till 1 reading my book either. I've got mints in my mouth. But I'm genuinely surprised I'm not like stepping over trees right now, because it's ridiculously windy. Anyway, it's first day back at school. We have physics and then a computing day to warm up, period 2 and 3, proper computing, period 4, teaching kids how to program, period 5, teaching kids ICT, period 6, teaching kids how to program. What a day to go back to, tell me about it. So I'll talk to you later, yeah? Probably after school, but hopefully during school, but you know I always say that. Hello there, how's she going? How's she going? We've just been in computing, and first things first, I've just, so I can remember for later, so I actually do it. The problem we had with chess, in the extent where if a move or the game went on for longer than 2 passes of midnight, then the game would end. Remember to put that into a loop so that it's always bigger. It just keeps adding on the 24 hours until it's bigger. I know what I mean. It doesn't sound like you know what I mean, but I know what I mean. Programming, we literally went to physics. We got a physics course. Do you remember ages ago, when I did that physics interview and stuff, I got 10 out of 10, 100% A star, like a boss. Someone else in the class got 8, and then 2 others got 6, like a pro. And then I look back at it now and I'm like, how much of that did I actually know? How much did I actually have to, excuse my French, bullshit? How much of that did I actually make up when he was asking me the questions? Because apparently I made up the answers pretty damn accurately, you know what I mean? So yeah, we did computing all day. For the first 2 hours of my actual computing lessons, I did absolutely nothing. Because I was trying to figure out that reason. Because how it figures out how long the game has been taken. It takes a time at the beginning of the game, when the game first starts, and then it takes a time at the end of each move. And then it subtracts the move. I've got these mint imperials again, I love mint imperials. Wind, stay away from me. It subtracts the current time and the starting time to get the amount of time taken, and then displays it that way. However, as soon as you go over 12 o'clock, then it doesn't work, does it? Does it? It doesn't, does it? Does it? It doesn't, does it? Think about it. No. You know why? You know why? Because the time changes, doesn't it? Because it goes from 12 to 1 in the morning, which is wrong. Can't deal with that. Otherwise it's 24-hour clock, so it doesn't change at any other time. So I was trying to figure out a way of changing that, and I'm now considering that loop thing might not work. I changed it to such an extent where I had to go back to the backup that I created at the beginning of the day. I had to click delete on chess, which was terrifying. I was like, delete! Oh. I reverted back to the backup that I performed. Luckily, as I walked in, I was like, I'm doing a backup, bang, okay. Because I had a dream last night that I'd lost it all, which wasn't good. Elsewise, the day has been spent teaching some older kids. Taught the year 10s how to do select case, because select case is easy, but it's ugly. I don't like select case. Mrs. like, oh yeah, select cases are good, but they're not. They're horrible. Because if statements are so much more pretty. Select cases are really ugly if you want to like nest them with loads of different select cases. Trust me. We taught them that, and then in the year 7s, we think they've gotten worse, the year 7s. Hello, Sydney. We taught them how to do formulas in Excel, which I now realise are extremely similar to how variables work in Visual Basics. I noticed that. Not because they both use the same formatting. It's basically, Excel is just one massive array. A massive array. That's all it is. Well, there you go. What have I been talking about? I bet it hasn't been interesting. Otherwise, apart from the wind, even though it has been extremely windy and rainy, my laptop has stayed nice and warm, thanks to the bag that Lovely got me for Christmas. And I turned it off at lunchtime, even though I wanted to still use it, just so I could show her that it fit in the bag. Because the sneaky woman, right? She said, oh, we're thinking about getting a new laptop. But I don't know what to get. And I was like, oh, well, I can tell you about laptops. I know about laptops and stuff. I can tell you what laptops you want if you want. She's like, well, which one's yours, so I can just like measure them off. So I gave her the name of my laptop. And she's like, oh, it doesn't exist anymore. I was like, okay then. Well, I know it wouldn't. It'll be hard to find specs for because they only made it for like a short period of time, then took it off the market. I don't know why, it's a brilliant laptop. And then she said, all right then, so if we're looking for a new laptop, what kind of screen size do I want? I was like, well, to be honest, you want about 15 to 17 are the biggest ones. 15 or 17, anything bigger than that's stupid. I want a 17, but mine's 15, she says. All right, that's enough. And then I didn't hear anything of it. I didn't think anything of it until yesterday. I realised, I was like, wait, she only asked me that so she could get the right size laptop. How sneaky is that? I'm not letting that pass me ever again. She's gonna have to book her act up to get another one like that past me. So yeah, I got my computing. This is literally just like, I went back to school, this is what happens. But yeah, I got my computing coursework back with only one thing to change, 1 off 4 marks in this massive wad. Which is awesome, which means I don't have to deal with having to go back through that at all. But now I'm home and no one's home, so I can do whatever the hell I want. Also, some people made comments, some people noticed, but this is the first time I've worn skinny jeans in public around people who aren't lovely, because they were originally my best jeans, and I haven't worn them for a best situation apart from one birthday and anything that I've ever had with Lovely on her own. It wasn't like with a big group. This is the first time people have seen me in skinny jeans, and some people, even teachers, were like, are these skinny jeans? I'm like, yeah, I'm starting a new look, you know, having to just recreating myself, get myself out there a bit more. I'm like, oh, right, they look nice. This is, yeah, all I need to do now is just change my top half. Because now I have enough skinny jeans to theoretically never wear any other jeans that aren't skinny. Even though I probably will, because I want to save these ones because they match my best shirt. That one with the, Lovely might be washing. That one that I'm saving for best situations, I wear with these jeans. Hence why these are now being saved as my best jeans, because I don't want to wreck them. And Lovely, what am I talking about? I only need to change my top half now. Theoretically, I could wear nothing but skinny jeans for the rest of my life, because I've got 3 pairs now, which is easily enough to rotate, even though they are very distinct which ones are which. But I just need to recreate the top half. I just need to go out, grow some balls and buy t-shirts. The problem is being that I hate buying t-shirts, because t-shirts are either really have like stupid designs on them and I don't like the stupid designs, or are plain like all the other t-shirts I have and I like them, but then I don't buy them because they're boring. And I look at my entire wardrobe and go, this is all boring, it's all the same. I only like the same t-shirts. So whenever we go shopping, I just look for the same t-shirts, look at them and go, oh, it's boring. Look at anything ever so slightly different and hate them instantaneously. Like that. What can I do now? I know what I'll do. I haven't eaten my lunch yet, so I'll eat my lunch. I always save my lunch. Whenever I see Lovely around lunchtime, I just don't want to eat because I'm just with Lovely and I don't like eating necessarily around Lovely unless it's like a dinner table affair kind of thing. I don't know, I can't explain that. I've always been like that, can't do it. Look how boring what I'm wearing is. Out of focus. Look how absolutely boring this is. Red, 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 red. No designs, no designs, no designs, no designs. Skinny jeans. Boring. See why I'm so bored of all my clothes? They're all like this, just one plain colour. But I don't want any other designs. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm going to eat my lunch and I'm going to play Xbox. But shall I play Connect? Or Assassin's Creed, or that Lego Star Wars, although I don't like Lego Star Wars because it's just a mess on the screen. Or any of the other games. We'll find out who else is on. You alright, Sid? You alright? You just hanging out there looking at me vlog? It's a bit creepy, Sid. Bit creepy. So there's the game plan. I reckon Xbox, see who's on. If no one's on, then I'll decide Connect or thingy. I might play that dance game. Sad, 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 sad. I can't believe I just said that, actually. Now then, you ready for this? Watch what I mean by an absolute mess. Right, what character? I'm that guy, apparently. What are all these things on the screen? What are these things? I've never watched Star Wars before, and it's really zoomed in. Imagine never watching Star Wars before. I know absolutely nothing about Star Wars, apart from they've got these light stick things, right? And then going on to this game, and then there's just a mess of characters. It's like, oh, pick this character. I'm like, who the hell's this character to pick? What is this mess? What is this? You know, Sean, if we ever get round to... Oh, I've got a video idea for you, Shawnee boy. But if we ever get around to doing video games, videos, commentary things, we're playing this, because this is a mess. I'm just going to sit here moaning, like, what is this mess? And you're going to be like, that's blatantly a And we're like, what's the what's this? No, that's stupid. That'd be hilarious. That'd be absolutely hilarious.
Sid, you can't sit there. That's where my legs are there. What are you doing, dog? You can't just sit there and not do anything, you weirdo. What are you playing at? I can't even reach you. I'm straining to reach you, Sid. Would you drop my phone? No, I'm not. What are you doing? What are you playing at?
Holy Christ, I've talked for a long time on this video and I'm just about to start talking to you again. So I'm going to try and keep it short and snappy, but you know how badly that always goes every time I try. Sydney, you need to come for a wee-wee. Come on. Wee-wee. Come. Hey, don't sass me, boy. Don't sass me. You go out there for a wee-wee. Don't sass me, boy. Get out. Right then, so what's been going on today? Basically, I've just been sat there doing some physics revision. I have 2 resits next week, and one of them is C1 maths, which is mind-blowingly easy. You know, it's the kind of test where you kind of feel deeply embarrassed for getting a B in, and there might be people out there who've done the same test and struggled with it, and I understand, but blimey heck, you look back at it, you know when you look back at something that you thought, like GCSE, you look back at GCSE and go, Jesus Christ, that was hard, but now you've done A-level, you're like, flipping out, that was a bloody doddle, get out of my way. So yeah, that and physics. I've been revising physics more because it's the module that I taught myself, because I originally took psychology, realised how rubbish it was, and then jumped onto physics, so I had to teach myself virtually the whole first module. So that's the test I'm resitting then. So I've been looking at that, I've highlighted a few key areas that I need to go back on and reteach myself, but otherwise it should be pretty okay. I should definitely improve on last time. Maybe bump myself up to an A, you know what I'm saying, boy? Yeah. Also, Lovely reminded me that it's exactly 1 month today. It's my birthday. My 18th birthday. Which is a big freaking deal. And I'm scared. I'm scared. Remember that Thoughts from Places thing? The Thoughts from Places Cambridge edition? Where I talked about how I didn't want to grow up? I'm planning on doing a lot more of those Thoughts from Places. You know when I go on those train journeys to places, or I drive out to places if I get a car, ever. If I ever get that or that or that, then I will do Thoughts from Places for the majority of them if I can think of something on the way to think about, if that makes sense. But yeah, a month today, and I have planned nothing. So the 18th birthday is kind of a big deal, isn't it? And I don't know what to do, because when Lovely had her party, she had like on 3 different days, and I'm not sure how much I told you about this at the time, because it happened. She had, on her real birthday, she threw a party kind of thing. No, okay, before her birthday, she went out with all her family. On her actual birthday, she had a few girly friends around, just like a small gathering kind of thing, at home. The week after was the weekend that I'd booked to have as her birthday, and then I took her out to Jamie's Italian and the cinema and what have you. And also the day before that, her best friend threw a surprise party. Because I wasn't invited to because I had a huge argument with a friend about, because she wanted the same day I did, but that's a completely different story. I think I told you about it more along the time. It was around October time, if you want to go back to that. You remember it very well, Jamie. I know you do. So I was talking to Lovely about the kind of things I can do for a birthday, because I've never really been a birthday party kind of person. I've never, for the past 5 years, 6 years maybe, I haven't had a birthday party since 12. I don't know, it's just not something that goes well with me. I don't do parties. But it's my 18th, so I've got to do something for it. I've got to make it really good. I've already said that I'm going to make it amazing with Lovely. I'm going to plan this. No, let me stop the story for the beginning. I said, I don't know whether to have like a party or something, because I'd have to have it here. But I wouldn't be able to get away with like the small gathering that Lovely had, because she's a girl and girls can just invite girls around and have small gatherings, and that's fine. But I'm a boy, in which case I've got to have like a huge party. And it's got to be huge because I'm the kind of person who goes, that's not loud enough, get new speakers in here, and it's going to be really loud. But the last time I threw a party here was for Ashley when he left to New Zealand. I threw a surprise leaving party here, and there was I forbade alcohol. Forbade alcohol. No one was 18 around the time anyway, so definitely forbade it. And I broke down. I had a complete breakdown, just stress, just bang, just had panic attacks all over the shop, because I just couldn't, everything was not how I wanted it, and it was, granted it was around the time that I was having my panic attack phases, around that tetchy bit of my life. Was that before me and Lovely were a thing? I think it was. Yeah, so it was definitely in my panic attack phases, because Lovely saved me from them to a certain extent, and I'm terrified. That was without thinking. So towards the end, one of my speakers, the big ones, blew. And if I would have blown one of them speakers, my proverbial face would have been kicked in by my father, and I would be working for a couple of years, just paying money straight to his bank account. Like, sorry, Dad, I'm trying to afford, I'm sorry. Because if I break that, then I'm screwed. We have a very small house, but everything inside it is relatively nice and posh, as Lovely says, but that was without alcohol, and I did that by mistake. That was me, and I was panicking the hell out. I was in here trying to clean when people, I could not handle it. In short answer, could not handle it at all. So I'm scared about doing it again now, because yes, I'm out of my panic attack phases. I haven't had a panic attack since my driving test, since then, which is good for me, and so I'm out of my panic attack phases, so I should be able to handle it. But there's the added catalyst of alcohol, which is a bit terrifying, because I don't know how to stress, so I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I've got to plan it. I don't know what to do. But otherwise, me and Lovely were talking about what we wanted to do, because I had separate weeks around her birthday, and I've talked for ages, haven't I? I'm sorry. We had separate weeks around her birthday, and I said, well, do you want to have a separate week around mine? So I have the big party, which she'd be invited to. I have whatever I have that weekend, if I have something, on my birthday weekend, and then the weekend after, or at some point after, or before, probably after because of work, Lovely, I'll do something with Lovely for the weekend. But that's dangerously close to Valentine's Day. So if I have something on my birthday weekend, like a party or something, I don't know what, but if I have something, then that's taken up, so I'd have to push my weekend with Lovely back. But it's so close to Valentine's Day, do we just jumble them together into one big, absolutely amazing day? And there were advantages to both, mainly being that if I compiled the two, then I would be able to get away with more. I don't like people spending money on me. I'd be able to literally organise everything. I'd be able to pay for the vast majority without Lovely knowing about it, and it'd be brilliant. Because I'll pay, yeah, it's just the way I am. Lovely's the same way, but she's had a lot longer. I've forced her to deal with me going, I'll buy it, I'll buy it, I'll buy it. Just like that. Don't know, it's just, I can't explain. So that's the advantage of jumbling them, or the advantage of just splitting them out by a couple of days. So I get more time with Lovely, I get to do more stuff. We have a half term around there as well. I get to have more time with Lovely, I get to do more things, I suppose, but she'll have to insist on paying for one. I don't feel comfortable with that because I'm such a crybaby. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go to bed now. Before 12 o'clock, aren't I good? I'm gonna go to bed and read. So not that good. I'm gonna go to bed and read and plan for my party, because for my birthday, because if I don't do, was that a Freudian slip? For whatever I do, because if I don't start planning it now, then it'll be too late to plan. And then, will I regret it? That's the thing as well. I either throw the party, and the only downside is that I might stress the hell out, and something might break, and it'll cost me a fortune, or I don't have it and I regret it. And this is going to be a memorable year, and I get so worked up and stressed about memories and making memories and locking memories down and doing things that are memorable with the people that I love now, that I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I gave it up, if I lost the opportunity. So that's what I'm going to be thinking about when I go to bed tonight. Are any of you 18? What did you do for your 18th birthday? It's a bit late in the day to ask that question, isn't it? Oh, fridge door's open. It's a bit late in the day to ask that question, I reckon. But I asked it anyway. Well, what do you want to do for your 18th birthday? What are your plans? That'll be all, I think. I'm going to go to bed, be a good boy, and catch you later.